going to give him a bath now. So you always trim the nails before you give a bath. And some of them don't like it, but what I do with the kitties is I hold them in a scruff upside down, and I'll show you in a minute. And the scruff is not the neck, it is the scruff of the back of the neck where their hair is. Right here, they have some glands on both sides, and when the mama cat, when their baby picks them up, it actually releases an endorphin which helps relax the kitty. And when you scruff, your fingers go right there, which help. And you always support a kitty that's over 6 weeks old, but you see how it just relaxes them. And this is another reason why I chose Mr. Rowdy here, is to see that he just kind of like goes a lot calmer. And this is how we're going to bathe them. And when you bathe them, never bathe them with running water. It's the worst. Don't spray them, don't splash them, don't have the water running. Get your bath water together. I have a different situation in most homes. If you have a double sink at home, fill one up with warm water, the other one as a rinse warm water, never cold water, never too hot. It's got to be above room temperature, what I call warm, and or the bucket thing here is really good. So let me grab some shampoo. We're going to wash the kitty now. I have chosen Dawn dishwash soap. It's a very good one to use because it has biodegrade in it, that if the kitty has fleas, it will actually kind of pull the hair down on its legs, and they rinse off easier, and they're easy to flea comb out. Now see how I got him in a scruff, and I'm just gently putting water on him. And if he gets agitated, you just try to re-scruff and make a real positive thing out of it. Never put the kitty's head in the water. Always take your hand and bring the water up to the kitty's face. And kitties get used to this. You see how calm he is? I think he's actually liking this. You see how I got the scruff on him, and I'm supporting his body. And when you do put a scruff on a kitty, you should always support his body. He's kind of floating right now. I think he's digging this. And while you're washing them, it's always good to check in their ears to see if there's any dark tar looking mite type thing going on. Check their eyes, check their nose, check their gums to make sure they're nice and pink. In this little guy's development, he's still a kitten. Looks great. His tongue is pink. No red ulcers, no white chalky look like dehydration or anything like that. It's always good to check them out. Nice clean ears. So now that I've got them completely wet, I'm going to put a little soap on them, and it doesn't take much. Just lather a little bit up. It doesn't have to be a lot. It's just basically to break things up a little bit. He's being such a good boy. Get between his toes. Nice to have those all trimmed up in case he scratched accidentally. Sometimes they try to get away from this, but he is really being good. It really doesn't take much. Sometimes there's shampoos you want to leave on a little bit longer for conditioning and stuff like this, but not Dawn. It's a quick wash. Here we go. Here we go. So you notice I'm still using the shampoo tub. The final rinse will be in the clean one rather than spraying a kitty. That's a good boy. Look at Otis. That's his name. Otis, you're such a good boy. Thank you for getting me wet. Okay, now we're going to go to the clean rinse, just so there's no residue of soap on them. Good boy. Cut. All right. This is how we bathe our kitty. Okay. towel. On the other side there, behind you, directly behind you. Next cabinet there.
Oh,
perfect,
sorry.
perfect, yeah.
This part.
Okay. Oh, good boy, yeah. Get them all dry. Gotta make sure that a kitty never gets chilled. Kitties like it a little bit on the warmer side. Their temperature is 101.5. That's a normal temperature for a kitty. They don't like chill, they don't like cold. They don't do well outside in the winter at all. They really are warm little guys, prefer the warmth. So, you know, a kitty, whenever their temperature drops below 100 degrees, you know something is seriously wrong. Could be infection, could be a virus, typically a deadly one if it starts dropping. You should always take them to the vet if you have any doubt. And then another thing is 101.5 is perfect. So about 105 up to 102.5 is absolutely non-alarming for anything. When it gets over 103, if they don't have any stress or they're not overheated or something, that's a good time to take them to a vet, especially if they aren't acting correct. When kitties don't act right, they don't act like kittens. If they're not eating withdrawn, there's something wrong with them. You should always know your cat's behavior. I think he likes this. Just make sure you get them nice and dry. They don't like blow dryers. Anything like that is about 30 times higher decimals what they think they hear in their ears. It's a lot of high pitches. They hear things that we don't hear. Okay, Otis. So we're just going to set him off so he can continue drying. And that's how you bathe a kitty. Thanks, Otis. Yeah.